Hello. We're here.
Hi, everyone. We did it.
We made it.
We didn't. I'm not here. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to season 2 of Hellions of Carnocht.
Welcome to season 2. Oh my god, we got 16 episodes in, and that was season 1, and then we had a break, and now I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
No, you do. It's fine.
Whew. Season 2, guys. I will say right here and right now, if you've never seen the show before, you will get a small introduction that may help you along this time around. You are jumping in at a good point.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, welcome to Going Crit. It's Monday night, and that means it's Hellions time. Terrorizing teenagers. It's what I do best. I'm your DM. I'm Jess Taylor. I will be guiding this little group of misfits through danger and torment abounding. Would you like to introduce yourself, guys?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Emily. I am an artist. The at Emily Pearson art underneath the stamp is so like me. Are we? Do I still say that what class and race and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
I play Xanth. He's a changeling warlock sorcerer boy. Kind of an asshole, but also maybe a little bit of a friend. I do have a few announcements, but I don't know if you guys want to do that now or later.
Do it.
Announcements
Say it.
now. Go.
I have 2 books that just got announced. Kind of. One of them got re-announced. Bonding with Fault Comics, which is my graphic novel with Matthew Ehrman and Kaylee Pinecone. I didn't know if that was her actual name, so I had to go and double check. And I got a short story in a anthology about Blondie, which is fun. So
Yay.
yeah,
Nice.
Blondie's
Very exciting.
out now for pre-order, and then Bonding fall like October. That's it.
I have been waiting for this book to come out for the longest time.
Me too.
Go order it. It's gonna be real good.
Hey, I'm Ned. You can find me as at the Ned Barnett all over the internet. I play Monty, who is our half-elf rogue with druidic tendencies. And my announcement for the week is that my next short story is out in a comic anthology called Young Men in Love, which comes out this week.
Wow.
And I wrote a really sweet story about realizing that I'm trans, and yeah, and it's beautifully drawn by Ian Bisbal. So yeah.
Nice.
Everybody's doing so much cool stuff.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Danny Peck. I'm a freelance illustrator. You can find me at By Shalane on Twitter. Play Yenna, gnome-shaped tiefling. She's wizarding student, some sort. Yeah. I don't have any super big announcements. Shop incoming. It's basically done. I just have to put things in it, so that'll be better to be announced next week. That's pretty much it. That's it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dodger. You can find me at Dex Bonus on pretty much everything. I'm a variety streamer, and I drink a lot of coffee. And I play Yuli, and Yuli's a wizard rogue with a lot of anxiety problems. And she's fun. So there's that.
Yeah. She's fun.
That was the most succinct intro, but all of it was incredibly true. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you, Bows.
And hello, I am Nick slash at Nictorhorst or Nick Tattoos everywhere. And I am playing Tink, who is a high elf artificer cleric. He's a good boy and has never done anything wrong. I don't have any announcements.
I'm calling like both bullshit on Tink never having done anything wrong and on you never having an announcement.
He's never done
so-
anything wrong in his entire life, and I have a tattoo shop. It's called So Far So Good. That's
If you're
it.
in
That's
the
the whole
Toronto
announcement.
area, you should check it out. Yeah, that is the cast. That is who we're playing with. This is the Hellions, also known as dumb teenagers doing incredibly reckless shit.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear? Tink has never done anything wrong.
Tink's never done anything wrong in his life. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, Emily is the only honest one among you, and Emily just went, yeah.
Hey,
I've
I
done
have
enough
never
wrong for all of us.
pretended that I have that Monty has done nothing wrong in his life. Monty has done many terrible things, including murdering at least 3 people.
No, we don't.
Shush.
No,
don't
no,
say
no.
that.
It's
Don't
self-defense,
incriminate
self-defense.
yourself.
God,
Tink has
It's a new
never
start,
done
new
anything
start, new
wrong.
start.
Yeah, new start, new season, new start.
We're
I
resetting.
mean, he didn't kill anyone in the last
Turn back the
season.
time.
So.
Reset.
And cut. Reset. Okay. Anyway, we've got like warnings and stuff to get through.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
So
you
I
have an
guess-
announcement?
Does it count
Can't
as an
people-
announcement? It's been like 2 months now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's until everyone has it in their fucking hands, I'm not gonna be satisfied.
Okay, alright. I, the DM, have a book out right now called Galaxy the Prettiest Star. It's been published through DC. You can get it wherever books are found. And it is about Taylor, a space princess from the planet Cyandai, who has been hidden on Earth in the guise of a teenage boy. And it's a story about transness and discovering who you are and having the courage to live as who you are. It's an incredibly gay book. It's part of DC's YA series, but also part of their Pride line. If that sounds like your jam, you should go check it out. Pretty
Very
cool,
good.
if I do say so myself.
It is pretty cool.
It also
Good.
has a corgi.
It does.
Does.
So true.
He has
Does.
a
It
really
has-
good corgi.
But D&D related, it is time for Hellions of Carnocht, and that includes our warnings. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a live play. Wow, I've screwed this up already.
You're doing great. You're doing amazing,
No.
sweetie.
Reset. Wipe the scene. Friends and enemies, it is a live play. Nope, I've gone again. Terrible. Reset the scene. What is it? A live play TTRPG?
A
An
theater of the
actual
mind.
play.
Theater of the
And
Mind.
yes,
TTRPG.
that's it. An actual play. That's the phrase that I was looking for. So we can you tell I do this without a script every time? So we are an actual play TTRPG D&D 5e stream. We as a group do safe gaming, and we encourage you guys at home to do safe streaming. If you come across a scene in this D&D stream that makes you uncomfortable in any way, please don't hesitate to step away if you need to. We would much rather that you guys at home feel safe. We have a Discord where you can bring that to our attention if you want to. There is also the new give feedback button down below that Twitch has just added, and you can do that as well if it's something that you think needs to be brought to our attention. Warnings for this show include mature themes, drug use, sexuality, a bunch of other things. Basically, anything that these guys can get into, they will. There is also an extra warning for the DM's potty mouth, since I've sworn twice already in this intro. Now we have prepared something a little bit different.
I feel like prepared is a strong.
Prepared is a very strong word, but we're gonna try this out.
Okay.
Does that mean we're doing it now? Are you gonna like preface what we're doing?
Oh my fucking god, guys, just do the thing. Roll the titles.
So instead of our fun fact this week, we decided that since it's the start of a new season, that we are going to have our characters introduce themselves to you. So folks who are maybe coming in for the first time will have a bit of a jumping off point. So we'll start with Xanth and make our way down the line.
All right. Hi. My name is Xanth Kalir. This is kind of my first year at the Lyceum. My family, my guild sent me after they recognized that I could do magic, mostly to steal shit from the school, but I also don't really have any idea how to do magic or how the weed works. Sometimes I cast the wrong spell and things get set on fire, or Monty gets set on fire, or a strange lizard man stares at me from the back of the room. I'm able to shape change too. I'm a changeling, but that's something that's how I've always been able to control. Um, Overall, I just want to go home, or at least to the point where we're not all running from death at every minute.
My name is Tremont Sullivan. My friends call me Monty. I haven't really had friends before. I wasn't allowed to leave my family's manor. My father told me that I'd be hurt if I did, that people wanted to kidnap me, that I was only safe with him. But this summer, he sent me to the Lyceum, telling me that I was going to become an assassin. Surprisingly, I'm really good at it. What I'm not really good at is friends. Um, I'm really only good at killing. But I don't want to be a murderer. I want to make things grow.
Hi, my name is Manana, or Lady Moon if you prefer. I'm an apprentice of the Guild of the Catalyst back in my homeland of Kewangang, a country far to the east of Carnocht. I've been sent here by my mother to train at the Lyceum, but also to avoid a scandal since I turned out to be a tiefling, and no one's really explained to me how that happened. But I finally get to spend time dedicated to my magic, a new emergent field of transmutation known as graviturgy. I even made some friends, which is an unexpected delight. If I can control my temper, I might even get to keep them.
Hello, my name is Yule Mossbluff, and I'm a wizard. Or well, I'm trying to be. I love books, and wizard academia is so fascinating. And there's so much history and knowledge, and some of it we haven't even found yet. I love to learn. Although, well, sometimes it's a bad thing because I can be kind of snoopy. I get that from my mom, I guess. And I've been having, well, we've all been having some memory problems lately, and some of that might just be the paranoia talking. But I have a lot of anxieties, and I think I might have gotten in over my head. Sometimes it feels like I can't even trust the me that wrote all those letters.
Uh, hey, I'm Tink. Well, at least that's what everyone calls me. My real name is Del Goldpetal. I don't tell people because they always treat me differently when they find out that I'm the second son of the Clavargia of Arche, the county to the east of Carnocht. They start treating me like some young prince or future ruler, and I hate it. You've probably heard that I'm some weirdo who's been at the school for like a decade, or that I sell drugs at parties, and while that's all true, none of it is really who I am. I like experimenting and making things and helping people. I thought I wanted to be a cleric, but I've always had a knack for artificing. I just want to protect the people I care about, but it gets me in trouble a lot. When I say I'd die for the friends I do have, I mean it. I mean, technically, I already have.
Carnocht, the city of anvils and magica, home to the Lyceum, the finest adventuring school in 3 continents. Those who find safety within its walls spend their days in blissful ignorance, mastering magic and swordfare alike, never realizing that this has all happened before. Time has become unstable, looping in on itself over and over again, the same 400 years playing out. Only a special few realize the truth. Selected by the stones, the Hellions are doomed to travel through time for all eternity, unless they can find some way to stop it all. But with each action they take, the ripples grow, spreading outwards across timelines and loops, and those who are less than trustworthy are taking note. Abraxas, a mercury dragon who lies beneath the school, has made intention of violence clear, attacking the Hellions and picking off their allies. His nephew, Ilya, extended a hand in truce with, frankly, disturbing knowledge and mind-bending powers over dimensions and death. All while Belial, a cleric with ties to the heart of the Hellions, is caught somewhere between the loops. All the while, strange, godlike creatures are making their presence known. Though the Hellions' allies are few, Zinir and I will do all that we can to aid them, for I truly believe that should we ever want to see an end to this torment, the Hellions are our only hope. An excerpt from the journals of Professor Balthazar Klein, circa 106, The Age of Ingress. You wake to a strange moment. A seeming hesitation of time where everything freezes and you take a breath and the very world feels electric and still. The last thing you remember was running for your lives through that strange mirror dimension that you've come to know rather well at this point. Xanth, Monty, you come to in exactly the same position you found yourselves every loop before, with fists raised and angry words on the tip of your tongue that suddenly don't hold the kind of meaning that they did once before. Tink, you wake as a spectator to all of this again. Yenna, Yuli, you're down the hall, and your ears are ringing with the sound of what was probably a fight, but it has just become abrupt silence.
Okay, so we're back.
Man,
Monty just hugs Xanth.
he hugs his buddy back.
Tink immediately takes off down the hall.
Okay, I think we should. And Sam starts to follow behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tank,
What?
where are you going?
Where do you think I'm
Belial,
going?
come on.
He's running towards Belial's room. Is not that far away.
The dormitories around you are incredibly familiar for all that you barely stayed in them the last timeline. And Belial's door stands slightly ajar.
He'll almost go to open it and then stop and then like kind of knock on the wall as to like not disturb the door.
You wait for a moment. Every timeline before Belial has been here. Belial, your friend. Belial, the person that you have known for 10 years, who has only ever seen you for you and cared about you for you. The person that in previous loops you have made steps to become his partner. Taking they were roommates to a whole new level of meme. But as you wait for a response to your knock, you don't hear anything. There is no reply.
I pick the lock.
It's open.
It's open, the door
Oh,
is
it's
open.
open.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And I think at no reply, Tink will nudge the door open and just kind of go, Belial, are you here?
The room that you open your door to is not the one that you remember. You're very familiar with Belial's room. It's where you have crashed many a night when you've just wanted to get away from everything else. And Belial was your roommate for the longest time. You know how he keeps his rooms. This room does not belong to Belial. Instead, whoever is in this room is incredibly messy and has some sort of penchant for games and alcohol, and that's it.
Fish.
I mean, Tink is nothing if not nosy. So is there anything around that would hint to like who this person is?
Roll me investigation. Anybody who would like to follow Tink into the room can do the same.
Can I
Excellent.
think instead?
You're investigating me?
No, I'm gonna assist you. I want to help you.
Oh,
find-
assist me. Oh.
That's a nat
okay.
20 plus 8.
Yes, Santh, you can assist Tink if you would like to.
Okay, I would love to.
It's a 22. It was not a nat 20.
Was that with advantage?
That was yeah, my second roll was a 2.
You find various little knickknacks and things hidden around the room. There's a couple of trashy novels. There's a set of different board games. There's a chessboard and pieces. There's a drafts table. There's even like a cup with several dice in.
Would this
To figure out who it belongs to,
Okay.
you do find a pile of notes and books if you would like to go through them.
Absolutely
even-
I would.
I am
as,
also going through them.
as you rush
Yes.
through the notes, you see that several of them, while posing as schoolwork, are actually definitely badly coded messages. Monty, you
Yep.
notice a couple of other things about the room. 'Cause
Awesome.
you got a natural 20, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. With a natural 20, you look at the jacket that is draped over the back of the chair and you find embroidered in very neat stitchery the name Hans.
Oh.
Oh, this motherfucker.
So
What?
we know whose room this is. This is Private Hans's room.
Okay.
The fuck is Hans doing here?
Was he
Well,
a
I guess-
student?
It must be a student this time around.
But before he was military, right?
At least-
Yeah, they're
he was not a
they're
student
military.
before.
I wonder if Balthazar brought Calriel into the fold earlier, and Hans is here to watch over us.
My fucking brother better not be here. Okay, he's gonna like pocket some of the badly coded messages.
Wait, can we try to? Sorry, I assume Yuli and Yana are just like, "Hi, what's going on?"
Oh yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Can we, oh shoot, that's my kid. Can we try to read the messages? Has anybody tried to read them
Yeah.
yet?
Oh
You
yeah,
can.
I mean I was just gonna take them out of his room before I tried to read them.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Nah, no worries.
No worries.
So yeah, I think Tink will like take that and head back towards where his room should be. And it's first day, so everyone's name and everything is still on the door. He's gonna look and see if Belisle's name is on any of the doors. Or what other names may be on the doors as well.
Okay. You find your room quite easily. It's the one that you have had through every timeline you've ever lived in, as far as you know.
Wow.
And the moment that you like properly stop to investigate, you find that not only is this section of the room filled with familiar names. There's Yuli's name, there's Yenna's, there's Monty's, there's Xanth's. But one of the doors says Fury.
Okay.
And another one of the doors says George,
Okay.
and another of the doors says Patricia.
Oh yeah.
Patricia
Well, that makes
is-
sense.
Yeah, we've met her before.
Killed her
You do
before.
not find Belial's name. You do not find Belial's name on any other of the doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tink looks like visibly distraught, I think, by the time that they're at his room. Because if I remember correctly, his room is like one of the closest to the common room as well, right?
Weird
You're correct,
question
yes.
really quick.
Yeah, what's up?
Joffrey's name on the door by any chance? On any of the doors?
Nope.
Okay. Good to-
So things have
Joffrey
changed.
being one of the people that you'd shared a room with in one of the previous loops, yes. But no, that name is absent.
Wait, you shared a room with someone who wasn't me?
I don't remember that.
I simply meant the dormitories in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Joffrey, the one that got killed the first time around.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay. So I think
Okay.
Tink will kind of like I probably open the door to his room because he's the only one with only one bed in his rooms. There's theoretically more space, but I don't think that there's more space in his room because he hasn't cleaned it in this loop. So I assume it is still a wreck and doesn't smell great. But
Your room is actually immaculately tidy.
he's most weirded out by this. He's okay, wait. No, this is art. I don't. Is there still does he have a roommate? Is there still only one bed?
There are 2 beds.
Oh.
Okay, well now I would like to investigate my own room. He's very confused.
Roll me an investigation, along with anybody else who would like to check out Tink's roommate.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
god.
get it.
Okay.
I got another nat 20.
Thank God.
I got a nat 1, so I'm hopeful.
So that was a nat 20, and what did you get, Tink?
16.
The shock of finding another bed and your room so immaculately ordered and well kept means that you're essentially just like staring in horror at the other bed. But in doing so, you notice that there is a little dragon plushie on said bed, along with a little owlbear plushie.
Wait a second.
Fuck.
He can I
Ned?
can I just check the front of the door?
I was literally just about to say, Ned, you check the front of the door.
Yeah.
Monty, you look at the front of the door, and you see that as well as the name Tink Goldpetal,
Mm-hmm.
there is another name below it, which is Eloise Mistrop.
Eloise. Hey, Tank, looks like you're sharing a room with someone named Eloise.
Has he ever heard that name before in his life? Also, as soon as he sees the sign on the door, he's gonna like remove whatever part says gold pedal because he's like, what the fuck? And just like take that off too.
Tink, roll me a history.
Oh my god, he is rolling so abysmally. I kind of love this. That was a nat 1, so it's a 9. He's really good at history and investigation, and he has not hit any of these rolls.
Nope, you don't recognize the name at all.
Oh, man. I've been here for a couple of years. Can I roll for that name?
Yeah, go for it.
Please do.
That's a 19 plus 6.
Oh, thank you.
You recognize that name, but not in that way.
What is that supposed to mean?
What does that mean with a 25?
Eloise Misthrop is a fictional character.
Oh.
You recognize the name from several novels that friends had traded with you once upon a time.
Uh-huh.
It's not a real name.
Okay.
What's the plot?
We have
Would
to
I
find
know?
that out. What do you
Would I
mean?
know the plot of the novels that this character is from?
That would require another history roll, but you
I will
can
do
if you would
another.
like to.
Yeah, I'll do another history roll.
Can I assist?
16?
Go ahead, you can assist Monty.
Okay.
How do you assist?
Well, if we realize that that's a character in a book, there's a potential that I have read this book or this book series.
This is true.
Monty has read a
Particularly
lot.
if Monty has read a lot. Monty also has an older sister, so he probably he has read everything, every book in his family's house. So
Yeah. Thank you
Okay,
for the assist,
alright.
because that's a natural 20.
Okay, with a natural 20, it becomes immediately clear to you that this is from a novel by a Carnochian author that is incredibly popular in the libraries. It's a case of romantic mistaken identity,
Oh my
Oh.
Fuck you.
Oh.
where two twins swap place.
What the fuck?
And disguise themselves as each other.
Amazing.
Oh.
The brother
Okay.
disguises himself as his sister in order to go to magic school.
It's fucking 12th night.
siblings is this is Elena the lioness from the
Yes, it
brother's
is.
perspective.
This is D&D Alana, but from the brother's perspective. Ned, you are completely correct.
Oh my god.
As the sister disguises herself to go and be a knight in another country.
Okay. I tell all of this to Tink, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Tink gives a look. This might mean something to him, but he's not 100% sure. I think he just kind of sits on his bed for a second.
And I just dig around Tink's room more, on Eloise's side to try to figure out if there's actually a person or if Tink has just decided to use Eloise as a name to make sure that he has a room to himself.
I mean, of course you can poke around the room more. Would you like to do another investigation check?
I would love to do another investigation check.
Anybody who is still investigatorying, that is definitely a word, feel free to do a roll.
That's a 24.
Is anybody else joining in Monty's investigations?
Tink is
Yeah,
just
no,
on the bed, in thought. he's just thinking about it.
yeah, Yenna is probably also just sitting down on the floor and it's just head in her hands, going oh my god.
Monty's just snooping.
I want Tink.
Monty.
Okay, go.
Mhm.
You first, and then me, because we are going to be looking at different things. Go.
Monty, you find a very neat and tidy trunk is at the end of the bed with several blankets on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to rummage through said trunk?
Is my name Monty Sullivan? Yes.
Your
Of
name
course I'm
is
digging through
Monty
that.
Sullivan, and
Of
I
course
will
I'm digging
say,
through that.
in digging through the trunk, with the roll that you've got, you find a locked book, along with a lot of clothes that look brand new, but are quite mismatched. Almost as though somebody bought clothes just to have a trunk full of something,
Mm-hmm.
but never intended to wear them.
I'm gonna chuck some of the clothes at Xanth.
What? What
Change
is,
Like-
to change the clothes.
I'm not gonna steal this fucking person's clothes.
Maybe it's not actually a person. I'm now trying to pick the lock to the book.
I would like Tink to look on his side of the room.
Okay. Roll me investigation on your own side of the room, Tink. And Monty, roll me sleight of hand to see if you can get that lock open.
That's a 23.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. I will do Tink first, and then Monty will get back to the book.
Sounds good.
Tink, on your half of the room, things are a little more untidy, but it's still fairly immaculate. Everything is neatly folded and looked after.
Hmm.
What exactly are you aiming to look for on your side of the room? What are you hoping to find?
It's a good question. I guess, yeah, he's basically like, yeah, hoping to find that it's like his room was ish. His his thought is that if there's another person in here, he's basically like, which con am I pulling, or like am I in on this? Is this a person I know? Was I the person who was pretending to be Eloise? There's a lot of questions.
The moment you start looking, is the moment that you kind of realize that the inside of your drawers, the inside of your cupboards are all exactly how you would leave the inside of a cupboard.
Okay.
Everything is just very precariously stacked. Stuff has been thrown in there for the sake of just not being on the floor. And your notes are quite clearly kept hidden away so that whoever is in your room cannot see your notes.
He'd like to take a look at his notes and see if he's written anything about his roommate.
Okay. Monty,
Mm-hmm.
with the sleight of hand roll that you made,
Yep.
you manage to ping open that lock with very little stress. And in doing so, you find a diary. What languages do you speak?
But I speak Common, Draconic, Druidic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Orc, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay, well, common in this world is Carnackian, but that only really applies to Carnocht. What you see written on the page has some elements of Draconic in the way that it's penned, but it is not any language that you recognize.
But do I see him trying to read this?
Hmm.
I took better spells. I'm gonna take the book from him. I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
As you cast Comprehend Languages, the words on the page kind of unfold themselves. The pictograms straightening out into Common Carnackian.
Okay.
But only for you. And you see several entries that describe someone's journey by boat and disguising themselves.
What the fuck?
Okay. Disguising themselves, does it say as what?
It tends to keep it quite vague, but there are definite notes of, I think I'm getting away with it. Or so and so questioned me today, but I'm pretty good at this hiding shit.
Okay.
Oh no.
What is what's the date of the most recent entry?
The most recent entry was yesterday.
Is there any is it more of just like, oh, I'm good at hiding stuff, or is there anything relevant to where they might be right now or what's going on?
It is very much a description of moving into the room, making sure that everything was settled. And you also see underscored several times, mission Find Jenna has begun.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was just
Xander's
like,
gonna
oh no, I
close
just
the book.
realized who this is.
Yes, I was like, no.
He's gonna close the book and slowly put it down and just Yenna!
What?
I gotta talk to you.
Okay, words can happen.
He's gonna kind of relay the information to her.
Jenna is simultaneously infuriated and relieved and just starts crying.
What? I didn't mean to. What?
Yeah, just toddler sobbing on the floor.
Do you want the book? He's gonna try
Tink's
to.
gonna give Yenna a hug. Fuck. She's crying on the floor.
Yeah, and she's just like, this stupid bastard.
It is about at this time that the door to the main common room opens up to the hallway.
Uh-huh.
And there is just stunned silence afterwards. What are you doing in my room? Pink, did you let them in my room again?
Yes. He says, looking pointedly.
Yenna is just turning, still has like Ghibli tears on her face, and is looking at this person. Who the fuck?
You see standing in the doorway a young petite woman with blonde hair, perfectly coiffed.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of dithering. Roll me an insight.
If I can find my D20. Oh, God. That's a 4. 7 total.
As far as you can tell, this young woman just looks stunned and vaguely angry at having the space invaded.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Don't
but
listen me. It's my room as well, and it's my private space. And she flounces past all of you into the main room and is like, "Is that my diary?
I think
You
Oh.
opened my diary?"
No, Monty opened it. I read it.
I can't read it.
You read my diary? And like her voice is just getting more and more high pitched.
It's I didn't know it was your diary. I don't really know you.
And so that's an excuse to read a stranger's diary.
I just feel like there's no strings attached. He just slowly hands the book back to her.
She snatches it back and shoves it in the trunk that had been opened and shoves the trunk closed and just continues to glare at you all.
Okay. You know what? I think everyone in here has gotten off on the wrong foot. And I think we should all just.
I'm sorry, is there a right foot where somebody reads my diary? Because I don't think there is.
I personally think that maybe there could be, and we should sit down and have a little chat. I don't think I've introduced you to everyone, and like it or not, we're all in the same house and stuff, and we should probably do that. I thought it would be nice. I didn't realize they were going through your stuff, though. I got kind of sidetracked. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, Yenna, would like to rage.
Yana, no. Yana, no.
Oh my god, I just got back. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the cliff notes, Dukes. Tink has a roommate. We went into Tink's room and he has a fucking roommate.
And they immediately read said roommate's diary.
And
Yes,
maybe the
that's
roommate
what
has now
happened.
come in, but I think I think we can salvage this. I really do.
Yenna just raged, so I don't know.
Yeah, Yana just rage, so we'll see. Hi.
Yenna, what would you like to do? You would like to rage.
Yana would like to basically get up and just like jump this person and like.
Oh my god,
attempt
can
to-
we stop her?
She's so angry.
Tink was so with my +0 strength. This is me. Tink was like giving Yenna a hug. He is very close to her. Can he stop her from attacking this person?
I will allow for opposed dexterity checks to see if you do it fast enough.
Can I assist Tink if I see this
You-
happening?
You can indeed assist Tink.
Okay. Dexterity?
Yep,
Okay.
Is this like an acrobatics or just flat dexterity? It doesn't matter.
flat dexterity.
I am
Okay.
so glad that you're helping me because my first roll was a 1.
Inspiration for Yenna.
No!
Yep,
17!
inspiration for Yenna.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a 6. So let's see. 7 plus 6 is 13 plus 1 is 14?
17. I got a 17.
Oh,
Yenna, you immediately lurch forward, intent on whatever you are intent on, only to find that Tink's arm around you has just kind of locked. You're not going anywhere.
okay.
If you would
But
like to continue to try, you can do opposed strength checks.
I don't think she is so fucked up that she would like actually try to like hurt Tink. But it's just like feral cat wriggling and shrieking in her native tongue, just like essentially, Hello, if that's you, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking murder you!
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
Maybe you should leave.
We can go. We can go. This is your room. I don't think we should be asking someone to leave their own space.
Yeah. Yenna just incoherently screaming at this person. Mostly obscenities.
Nice to meet you. Sorry for reading your diary.
Yes, it's been very unpleasant to meet you too.
He's like, as he's like holding Yenna, like I assume like a cat, like trying to like hold on to her, and like leaving the room. Takes just like I'm really sorry about this. We can I'll talk to you later. Sorry.
Yeah. As they're leaving, I assume Yenna's going to shriek. And if you're not Young and you're looking for Yenna, fight me!
Fight me IRL.
Yeah, basically.
Do I
Yenna?
still have comprehend languages up? Can I hear all this?
You do comprehend languages would still be up, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's basically saying
Yenna.
like, fight me. I don't care who you are. I don't know who sent you, but fucking fight me.
Yenna, do you keep eyes on the door even as Tink is like trying to get you away?
Yeah, probably. Like, she's staring back at this person as like she wants to get at them. Just not enough to, hurt Tink.
They wink at you as you're dragged away and then shut the door.
Oh my god. They want to die.
They want to die.
They want to be killed by Yenna.
That's so crazy that they want to die today.
They have a death wish.
Oh my god.
Where are you guys going? Are you going into the common room? Or are you going into another room?
I assume just into Monty and Xanth's room. I feel like they're across the hall,
Yeah.
maybe still.
Yeah.
Sequestered in Monty and Xanth's room, where it's nice and quiet.
I'm gonna look around my room. Can I investigate my room?
You can indeed investigate your room.
Tink releases Yenna, but like
He
keeps
sounded so
himself
hurt.
against the door. He's like, you're
Well-
not going back out there.
My run of luck has ended. So I got a nat 1 for my investigation, otherwise known as a 9.
I would also like to investigate the room, though.
Okay. Monty, you don't notice much that's different with what was placed in your room the last couple of loops. It's still very much the same extravagance that you would expect. Xanth, go for it.
19.
19?
Yeah.
You do notice something different.
Oh,
You have more things.
no, why? What do I have?
Would you like to have a look through?
I would love to have a look through DM.
For starters, you have your own bedding. That's something you've not really had before in a loop.
Did he
You
still
also
steal
have-
mine anyways?
Yeah.
Yes,
The
like
honesty.
Monty's is still on the bed, yes. It has been stolen. Obviously, Xanth had tried to do the same trick of stealing the very extravagant bedding and trying to pretend that the other bunk never existed. But
That's
Xanth, you
fair.
also have 2 small suitcases.
Okay. I'm gonna try to open them without drawing the attention of Monty or the others.
Roll me a straight up stealth.
Okay. I'm pretty good at this.
I think Tink's pretty focused on Yenna, so.
25.
25.
Opposed stealth or whatever it would be to like watch to like see if I can pay attention to Xanth.
That would be perception, friend.
Thank you.
Post stealth checks.
A peeper's check.
I got a 6, so I wouldn't have been able to anyways.
Would anybody else like to attempt, or would you like to use passive?
I think he
Yenna's
rolled a
busy.
6.
I rolled a 6.
No,
Mhm. Would
that's
anybody
more
else like to attempt to see, or would you like to use your passives?
Oh, I mean, Tink can use his passive, but like he's not gonna make any move as far as what's happening because he's like very much focused on Yenna. So he's good.
Okay. Xanth, you open the suitcases. The first one has a series of clothes. Not many, mind, just a few different pieces that look quite not fine. They aren't luxurious or anything like that. They're decent work clothes, but they look at least middle class,
okay.
which would fit in at the school. But there is one set of fine clothes in there that looks as though it has been hastily cobbled together and might not fit.
Okay.
The second suitcase, however, contains a series of parchments, 3 gems, and 4 throwing knives.
Throwing knife? Okay.
There is also a tiny stone.
Okay, cool. What do the parchments say on them? Do they have any writing?
Nope.
Okay.
They're
It was
blank as far as you
parchment,
can see.
throwing stone, or throwing knives, a stone, and what else?
3 gems.
3 gems.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gemstones. 1 ruby, 1 emerald, and a diamond.
Okay. um. This is Does this seems like my stuff?
It doesn't have any of the kind of monogramming that you would expect from Monty's stuff, so you can only assume.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
pick
go.
up the papers as you go through them?
Yeah.
As you touch the top paper, writing scrolls across the parchment.
Okay.
And you see that you possess a scroll. A spell scroll.
Okay.
Specifically, a spell scroll for greater restoration.
The fuck? A diamond, a ruby, and a what?
An emerald.
Okay, I'm gonna pocket all of this stuff.
Okay.
I'm just gonna act like nothing happened.
Do you take the little stone as well? It's like a little bead.
It's not like the stones we've been getting.
It's not like the magical stones that you've been getting.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
more akin actually to the ascending stones that Tink made.
yeah, I'll definitely take that.
Okay. You manage to pocket all of this, I will say, under the same stealth roll as you already did.
Mm-hmm.
So the conversation is moving on around you as all of this is happening. What are the rest of you doing?
I think Tink has just been like in front of the door talking, like, or like trying to talk Yenna down.
Yenna is sort of like doing like a pace back and forth and is actually like getting more stressed because she's actually trying to do magic and is realizing she can't and she's so angry. So she's just like kind of freaking out. Like, why isn't anything working?
Um, would would Tink be able to like offer some insight into that at all?
Into magic not working.
Yeah. Into her getting really angry and her magic not working.
I would say roll insight, and then it's up to Yenna what is told on the roll.
It's a 13.
I assume if you know about rage conceptually, that kind of something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like this can't be the first time in his 10 years at school that someone's gotten really, like, he's heard something about someone getting, like, really mad in, like, a magic class or something.
Well, not just that, but the school does offer classes to people who do more of the martial arts as well.
Exactly. And, like, maybe even potentially people, like, switching streams or something, you know?
I would say with a 13, you can definitely tell that Yenna's anger is definitely impeding her ability to cast magic.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna kind of, like, look at her in a way that's like, oh, I don't want to say this because I feel like it's gonna make it worse. But where he's like, I think maybe we just need to like take a second. It might be how upset you are right now. That's getting in the way of magic.
It's literally never been a problem before.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that new things can't crop up. Yeah, we've been through a lot, and I think maybe just some like deep breaths. The the anxious leading the anxious. Like
She's just like, what if this loop I don't have magic?
nothing about us we don't think has changed. Uh, it's at the start of any loop. We
She
don't
just
think.
sits on the floor. It's like crying again.
What?
Sorry.
No, go.
I was gonna say, DM, I've caught up. I know what's going on now.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Can I say that I didn't go with them?
You can indeed if you would like to.
I want to snoop on whoever the fuck was in that room.
Okay.
Um,
So roll me a retroactive perception check.
okay. Peepers, 16.
With a 16, you definitely would have noticed the person winking at Yenna as Yenna was carried away.
Yeah, fuck that.
They have since shut the door.
Right. Can I
You
try
can
to listen through the door?
you can indeed.
Nice.
Would you like to facilitate that anyway? Magic,
I-
cantrips, going to get a glass from the kitchen.
I'm looking to see if I have anything that could help with that.
Yes,
Oh,
if you could conjure a glass.
I want to. Yeah, no, I'm going to. I would like to cast comprehend languages and then conjure a glass and try to listen at the door.
You don't hear anything except for the soft strains of music.
What kind of
And
music?
it's not a genre that you would be familiar with, having spent most of your life around in and around Carnocht and its surrounding countryside. But it is the sort of thing that you would have heard on, for instance, you would have heard in performances from traveling troops that kind of has an association without in Kehuagan.
Okay. Okay. Mm.
The person in the room is singing along quite badly.
Okay. So I can. It's not like they have music on to cover up them talking or anything. They're literally just
No,
belting with the music.
they are literally belting out the music. You can make out some of the lyrics, and mostly it appears to be like a song about two people trapped on either side of the world who
Ugh.
dig a tunnel to try and meet each other in the middle.
Okay.
How
Yep.
dare you?
How dare you?
But other than this terrible singing,
I don't get nothing. Okay.
not unless you want to try to open the door.
That seems dicey. I don't have invisibility or anything, so I think maybe how far away is the boys' door? Like where everybody went?
It's pretty much opposite,
Oh,
so it's just across the hall.
I'll just try to I'll try to look really cash. I'll just hang out in the hall and see if that dude leaves, like while everybody's in the other room.
It takes a little while. How long would you like to wait out there?
Well, if everybody else is just kind of staying in the boys' room, uh, I mean, as long as I don't think that anything's wrong with them, if I can still hear Yenna just fucking losing her mind and being mad, I'll know that they're probably fine. So, I'll just like hang out outside of the door because I don't trust this dude, and I know that she's upset because of this guy. So,
It takes about 15 minutes until the woman that you'd seen wink at Yenna leaves the room again in a slightly different outfit.
okay,
It is a dress that definitely wasn't present in the trunk that Monty was going through,
okay,
and she flounces out, gives you an arch look before throwing her nose in the air and flouncing out of the hallway.
okay. Okay. But like features wise, she looks like the same person from what I can tell. I
Features
know that's
wise,
I know that's a weird
yeah,
question, but
she looks like somebody who is from Carnocht natively. Like the features are definitely associated with this part of the world, and it's pale hair and pale eyes, and looks exactly the same as she did when she entered the room.
okay.
Is she? I know I'm not seeing this, but is she human or is she like an elf or like what's her?
Human.
Okay, okay. Just wondering.
I don't know how much time you want to give me to like be a Snoopy bitch, but like
You
I'm down.
can.
I'm down to do more. If you want to cut away from me and come back to me, that's fine.
No,
No,
please
please
feel free to
snoop.
snoop. Yeah.
Okay, great.
I want more info.
I want to then I'm going to also I'm just gonna burn through my slots. I'm gonna if I have the time, I'd like to ritual cast detect magic to make sure that there isn't like an alarm spell or something on the door before I try to get in there.
There is not an alarm spell on the door.
I was gonna say
Okay.
if there was, it would be Tink's alarm spell anyway.
Oh no. Tink. Okay. After I felt, especially if that took 10 minutes,
It
if I
did.
felt, yeah, if I felt like she had been gone for a while, I would see if I can open the door.
You could just
Door's
ask.
unlocked.
No, you guys are doing a thing in there.
The door is unlocked. It opens very easily at your touch.
Great. I go inside.
The
Sorry, really quickly, can I get like
Yes,
a really quick rundown on what all you guys snooped through while I was gone?
they very much just had a look at the bed, snooped through the trunk that was at the bottom of the bed, threw out all of the clothes, and found a diary that the Sans then proceeded to read.
And
Right.
Tink
Okay.
looked through his things
Yes,
and
one
was
side of the
relieved
room is
to find
Tink's.
that they were his things still.
Okay. Was there any well, no, because Yana was there, so uh okay, I guess can I just do a straight investigation check unless somebody did like a really, really good one and there's no point?
Well, Monty did roll a natural.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it was
got
a
a
I
20.
nat.
assume you guys found
I think it was
everything.
a
It was
dirty
a nat.
20? Or was it
No,
nat?
that was a nat 20 plus 8, so I rolled a 28.
Oh,
Oh, damn. Okay.
I will say if you want to find anything else, you can roll. There is still things to find.
Okay. Then I will roll. Okay, I got a 24.
With a 24, you take in the very upended trunk that appears to have just been left by whoever owns this room, and you kind of, well, okay, they've already looked through that. And you take another look at the bed and you see the little dragon plushie and the little owl bear plushie. And behind the two plushies, you see something that had been missed by the others. And
Okay.
it's a tiny box. It's wooden, hectagonal, with intricate carvings across the top. And it's been maneuvered as though the owlbear and the dragon are supposed to be hiding it.
Okay. Um I will look at it.
Hmm.
What's its
Are you going to
deal?
pick it up?
I would like to if my detect magic still isn't pinging that there might be something wrong with it.
Your detect magic does ping that there is magic on it somewhere.
Okay, can I tell what type of magic?
It appears to be some kind of magical lock.
Okay. Makes me a little nervous. Does it look like a puzzle box or just like a normal box?
Roll me perception since you're not picking it up to have a look.
An 8.
You honestly can't tell.
Scrunch his nose. Okay. Um Okay, I will take note of what it looks like so that I can minor illusion it for the others once I've left the room.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, is that pretty much it? Is that the last? If I keep looking around.
If you keep looking around, and I will let you use the same roll to do so, you notice a series of books on a shelf that seems very split down the middle. One side is definitely all artificing textbooks, and
Mm-hmm.
then the other side is all romance novels in
Okay.
multiple different languages. Um, there is also another box on top of the chest of drawers that appears to be shared with Tink.
Okay.
This one is a lot taller. It looks almost like an incredibly tall jewelry box.
Okay. Is there anything magical locking that one?
Doesn't appear to be anything magical locking that one.
Okay, I'll try to open it and see if it's locked at all.
It is locked.
I will try to break in, please.
Okay, roll me some sleight of hand.
A 21. Sorry, I'm not writing my dice rolls down.
It's okay.
You're good.
With a 21, it takes a little bit of finagling, but you manage to ping the lock.
Okay.
And as you do, it's almost as though the lock is spring loaded and 3 different compartments open.
Okay. What do I find?
One compartment appears to have a set of beads.
Okay.
Another compartment has several small, like, they're not sets of beads, they are individual beads.
Okay.
And then the last compartment has a set of glasses with intricate interconnecting lenses that can be swapped around.
Okay. Are any of these things magical?
The beads are magical.
Okay. Do I believe that the beads are all magical in different ways?
Would you like to investigate the beads?
Yeah, I want to investigate the beads. A nat
Roll me
20.
investigation. With a nat 20, you lean close and it's almost as though the air around the beads flickers. And they become tiny. They're like little gadgets
Okay.
of interconnecting sections of jade. Each one of them is no bigger than a bead, but they are definitely not just for looking at.
Okay.
One is shaped like a little mouse. One is shaped like a little rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
One is shaped like a little cat, and one is shaped like a fish.
Okay. If I try to close this up again, will I be successful?
Oh, you did ask whether or not they were all magical in different ways. The answer is
Yes.
yes, they are magical in different ways.
Okay.
You can tell that each of them is holding some kind of spell.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I want to try to put everything back the way I found it.
That doesn't prove quite as easy as unlocking the box proved.
Yeah.
Every time you try and push them back, the lock doesn't seem to click, and they just spring open again.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna take them. If I can't make it look like no one was in here, I'm just gonna take all of them. I might as well bring them to Tink.
Grabby hands.
Little bead
So-
gadgets? That sounds like a Tink thing.
Yeah.
So you're taking the bead gadgets.
I am.
Would you like to take anything else that's in the box?
I am really curious about the glasses. I guess I might as well. There's already gonna be a theft in this house. Sure, yeah, I'll
Mhm,
take it. I'll
mhm.
just take everything.
Okay, you take the glasses and you take the other set of beads. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
All right, cool. The other
Can
set
you
of beads, as you grab them, you notice that they are connected to what appears to be two ornamental ears, like elf ears.
Okay.
Not real ones, I should say. Like,
Right, like
definitely
those
carved
pretty
out of
like
what appears
jewelry
to be
ones,
bones.
right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But you can take them with no problem. That doesn't set off any kind of alarm. The box is just sitting there open and empty.
Great. Yeah, I'll just grab everything and then sneak out? Question mark? I put them in my bag. And then sneak out.
I would like you to roll perception before you start sneaking out.
Okay. A 15?
The moment you stick your head out the door, you see in the doorway, like holding the door half open and appearing to have a conversation with somebody in the other room, is Private Hans Whaley, whom you'd met last loop
Right.
as an officer of the Carnocht military, who had been assigned to look after you all very close to the end of last loop. In this loop, Hans does not appear to be wearing a military uniform and appears to be doing their level best to, one, get drunk, and two, break the no smoking clause in the middle of the dormitories.
So
I
Hans
love
is not the prefect.
I guess not. Okay, I'll take note of what room. Can I tell who they're talking to?
Roll me perception.
Okay. A 10.
You can only hear one side of the conversation, which is Hans's very French tinged, sorry, elven tinged
Right.
conversation, dulcet tones.
Okay. Okay, I'll take note of what room they're in and try to just kind of like sneak out of this room without alerting anyone's attention really.
Roll
if
me a
possible.
stealth.
Will do. 13.
Let me roll perception. Hans
No.
is very bad at it. Oh, yeah, no, you make it.
Sweat.
That was a 2.
Amazing.
Okay.
Hans, absolutely wonderful, has the heightened senses of a trained soldier. Yes, good.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I'll go then to the boys' door and knock knock.
If it doesn't look like Yenna is about to run out of here, Tink's just he's gonna assume it's Yuli and let her in.
Yeah, by now it's been like 10 plus minutes because of
Yeah.
everything, it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably just like flat on her back on the floor staring at
Oh.
Yeah,
like-
I think Tink will like open the door and like see that it's Yuli and be like, "We need your help with Yenna."
Oh, sorry. What? Oh, she'll like peek in and see her on the floor and sort of gently like sit next to her. Are you okay? It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
I can't do magic.
Well, I'm sure that there's an explanation.
Maybe.
Maybe it is time to find Balthazar. I think maybe that would be a good thing, and he could tell us what's going on. There's a lot is different. A lot is different.
He's gonna have the Rocky Talkies, right? Wouldn't he? He'll be with
Tink
us.
immediately gets on the Rocky Talk. He's like, "Do you still have this?"
Hey.
Hey, you up?
Balthazar.
You up?
Balthazar, do you still have this?
To the abandoned group chat, do you still have this?
Yeah.
The group chat that has been
Balthazar
abandoned.
leaves the chat. No.
Yeah. The group chat that hasn't been active for 400 years.
For
Yeah.
400 years,
Uh,
yes.
Oh, that's so sad, dude.
This is a
And this is
long
when
moment.
the rest of Hellions just start dropping memes and
Yeah, we start dropping our shopping lists. Isn't that the current
Yeah.
meme?
You wait for a moment, and a moment more, and then you fuckers back.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, yeah. What did you do? Is it did you do this, or did it is are things different just because they felt like it?
I think we should maybe have a conversation.
I think we should have. So let's. Tink gets up and he's like to everyone like, let's go. Where are you?
Where I always am, my office.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if maybe that changed too. Like, what do you want? Like, I have a roommate. Is my roommate human?
You don't know that.
I think after the like
Excuse me. You were barely introduced.
that's true.
Just because the group chat was going off.
The group chat was going off. That's true. Scratch that then. But he's just gonna be like, I have a roommate. I don't know what's up with that, and I don't think that they are who they say they are. I don't know. It's weird.
Yenna is just gonna be like, they're definitely not. They're definitely somebody from
Yuli's just like petting her hair.
We're coming. We're going. He like kind of like gets off the group chat and he's like, we're going. We're going to the office now. I think is a good time to go to the office.
As you leave, if you are indeed all leaving,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you open the door to the common area, only to see a flurry of activity going on. Hans, who appears to have gotten whatever he was after in the room, has 2 bottles of alcohol, one in either hand, and appears to be mixing them with a flourish over what appears to be 4 glasses.
Ooh, what you making?
Fury. Hans kind of looks up as you all enter and is like, I have absolutely no idea. Would you like to try?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hans just slides 2 glasses to the end of like the little kitchenette sort of thing.
I clink glasses with Monty.
Yep.
At which point, Fury, whom you'd also met last loop as Hans's military partner, Private Fury, seems to scuttle towards you and is like, I really wouldn't drink that. I really wouldn't drink. I'm pretty sure I saw him put bleach in it.
Well, like,
Oh, homie, what?
Tink'll smell it. Yeah, I'll just like lean over and like smell Xanth's glass.
I'm gonna like
As
make
a
eye
tink
contact with her.
skill, roll Arcana, Tink.
Okay.
I would also, while this is happening, I would like to make eye contact with her and just down it.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Xanth, I need you to roll me Constitution.
Oh
Okay.
god.
As
A favorite check.
as
A save.
this is as this is Tink's area of expertise, can I ask for advantage on this roll?
You can indeed get advantage on this roll. I will allow it.
Beautiful. It's a natural 20. It's a 25.
Incredible.
You detect the soft flavors of vodka, rum, some kind of spiced fruit, kitchen cleaner, and absinthe.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Homie.
I
I
rolled
can't
a
believe
15
Xanth
on the
died.
con save.
R.I.P. Zan.
Yeah,
Xanth,
Roxanne.
what did you
it's
roll?
So early
What
in
did
the
you
loop.
roll?
15?
A 15?
Yeah.
There is just this immediate burning as you swallow, and it burns all the way down. And it hits you much like a truck would hit you, that maybe you shouldn't have swallowed this. Because you
Oh, stop.
immediately want to just bring it back up again.
I'm just gonna put it down. Don't drink that.
Tink is gonna like, because I assume he's still like very close to Xanth after like trying to smell the glass, and he's gonna be like, if you need to throw up, I think you should throw up like right now.
What do you mean?
I don't think everything in that glass is, and he's gonna like walk over to Hans and be like, he is going to identify the bottle of like what should not be in here.
It's not even hidden. There is a little lineup of bottles in the kitchen, and right at the end is a bottle of what appears to be a pre-mixed cleaner that has a hazard sign on it.
Tink picks it up and just looks at Hans like dead serious and is like, are you trying to kill someone? Yes or no?
I mean, personally, I find that a drink is much better when it is a bit spicy. And he downs his own while holding
my
Tink's
God.
gaze.
Oh my god, these fucking idiots.
Monty's just dumped his out.
Yeah.
As soon as like he's realized that there's bleach in it.
Where have you dumped it? Have you dumped it in one of the potted plants?
Of course not. I've dumped it down the sink.
No, not a plant, surely.
I would purposefully.
You dump it?
Poison the plant.
You dump it down the sink and then instantly notice that the drain is slightly cleaner.
Yeah, I think
I'm
like,
just gonna grab the other like the fourth glass. Just pour that down the sink too.
yeah.
Oh no, that was just a waste.
No, it's not a waste. Don't
Hey,
fucking
the sink is cleaner. I think the garbage
fucking
disposal
drink
works now.
Xanth, you are poisoned.
What does that mean? I've never been poisoned in D&D before.
Essentially, it should be you take a point of damage every like round of combat. So you take a point of damage every 10 seconds.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit on the floor.
Sam, you feeling okay there?
I don't really know, but I guess we'll find out.
Oh my god,
Some
okay, I
people,
do.
They just cannot hold their drink. And Fury at this point is dithering about Xanth being like, you really, if you feel sick, you should probably go bring it back. I
Okay.
told you not to drink it.
Tink is you are so lucky that I hadn't accidentally not prepared one of my spells. Tink is gonna cast Lesser Restoration on
You know, I
Xanth.
was thinking the other day about how you said that I derail your campaigns. I was like, no, I don't. Like, and then it's not true anymore.
I would like to pose an argument with that statement.
Yeah,
With Lesser Restoration being cast, you pull the weave around you and push it at Xanth.
yeah. And that's an artificing spell. So I imagine Tink's gonna like kind of grab Xanth's hand and then with his other hand like almost just like poke him with something. So you feel like this kind of like needle pinch, but then you feel a lot better. And it looks like it's just like a little buggy that he like pulls back. It's like, next time, just like, you know, you can back down from a challenge from a fucking idiot. And he looks at Hans. Also,
just kind of just stares a little.
yeah. Also, to Hans, Tank's just gonna be like, have we been introduced yet?
That is quite the question. But no, we have not. My name is Hans Vedi. It is wonderful to meet you. I will be one of your dormitory associates and your prefect for this year.
Oh my god.
Oh,
okay,
no!
yeah.
The
So you
prefect, I wanna
are
die.
okay, yeah. So
Fury would make sense.
here's the thing. I am. He's like looking at Fury. He's like, I am going to request that we not mix drinks that have cleaner in them. For the other students, you can do whatever the fuck you want to yourself, I guess. Don't die. That would be great. I'm
I've told him repeatedly. He won't listen.
then maybe you should take the bottle away. Have you heard of action? It's this new thing.
I need you to roll perception. Anybody who wants to.
Is this fucker pouring? It's a 23.
15.
7
16.
plus 2.
What is Hans doing?
That's a 9.
What is Hans? Hans isn't doing anything. I don't know what you're on about.
I
Hans
got a
is doing
23.
absolutely
What's he
nothing at all.
doing?
Hans is doing absolutely nothing at all. Hans looks like he may have been doing something. There is
Oh, God.
definitely a very guilty set to their face. They have their hands in their pockets and are just like, me? I didn't do a single thing. Mm.
What do you?
Moi? Do something?
Moi?
C'est moi?
What?
The bottle that you were after to take away, no longer on the counter.
Okay, but like you have to understand that like this isn't like I'm not trying to like be you know what, maybe it will help if I actually do introduce myself. I'm Tank. And how about I say this? If you want something spicy that isn't supposed to be an actual caustic poison, just fucking ask.
Perhaps you have a point, but
Also, we need that to clean the kitchen. That's what it's for.
need what to clean the kitchen? I don't know what you're on about. You can prove nothing.
Tink just like takes out a fucking joint and turns around and lights it. He's like, "We're leaving. I'm leaving. I'm done with this."
Oh, but if you leave now, you will miss the best part of the party.
And what's the best part of the party? Where no one wakes up?
Patricia, who at this point is definitely 3 sheets to the wind, hiccups and raises her glass and is like, No, silly, we are going to play Spin the Bottle.
Well, you guys have a great time. I'm definitely leaving.
Fury just looks at you, Tink, and is like, Can I please come with you?
You absolutely can. I do not want anyone to have to take any ownership for what happens in here.
At which point you hear Hans being like, Who would like more drinks? To a small but dedicated chorus of, Me! Oh, I would like some.
Oh, God.
Hold the bleach.
Tink just leaves and he's like, he is actually gonna fucking kill someone. Like, ugh.
At least he's a dab hand at waylaying the way he poisons them.
What's waylaying?
Oh, well, you see, Hans has a little bit of a weakness when it comes to mixing things that Hans shouldn't be mixing, and therefore always carries antidotes with him.
But he could simply not poison people in the first place.
I mean, surely your argument is perfectly wonderful and full of much sense, but I think that you will find Hans would not like to listen to it.
Right. And sorry, your name, he says, trying to be like, I can't be like, I know you.
Oh, you can call me Fury.
Very Tink. Nice to meet you. And I think he will actually be like, Tink Gold Petal, and give her like the look of like the TikTok where they like they say something and they're like watching you to
then
see what your
squint,
response.
And you see that Fury gives you the biggest wink. It's just like, oh,
no.
indeed, gold petal, and then gives you finger guns.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah. All right.
What does it mean?
Okay. Can I like vibe check those finger guns?
You can indeed vibe check those finger guns.
Yenna is just gonna squint and be like, what the fuck?
It's a 17. Does she just not believe me?
She genuinely believes you. She is trying very much to tell you that she knows that you're a gold petal,
Okay.
and that maybe that's the entire reason that she's here.
She's a bad liar.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Tink just like nods and is like, okay. So is Cal around? This is all I assume while we're walking to Balthazar's office also. I don't think we are having this conversation with a chorus of
I will be
drunken
completely
people.
honest. Yes, I had 100% assumed that you were all walking and
Okay.
talking at this point.
Okay.
I cannot believe that our group turned down Spin the Bottle with our NPCs.
I also cannot believe this as DM.
okay.
I that was my perfectly designed trap.
First of all, Tink declined it, who is the most likely to decline any
Second
of
of all,
this.
I had said nothing about where Monty is, right?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, Monty and Xanth and I think Yenna are unspoken for.
Yeah, no,
Yenna
Monty's
is going to
definitely
tell
drinking
Bizarre.
and playing Spin the Bottle.
Yenna is having a crisis. She's going to the adult.
Yeah. Okay.
She's going to her adult.
Yeah, Yenna is fully, or Yuli is fully focused on Yenna right now. So wherever Yenna goes, that's where Yuli would go.
Yeah.
I
Xanth.
don't think Santh would have gone up off the floor. I don't know if he's playing Spin the Bottle, but
Oh, okay. So Xanth
Yeah.
and Monty will be together at
Santa
least.
Monty will place him in the bottle. Yes, I've caught two.
yeah,
Yes.
he's
Okay.
gonna watch
All
it.
according to Keikaku.
All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. Okay. Let's go.
I want you to know I snorted pizza just now. Thanks.
It is my favorite. You have to every time. You have to. Okay, so we are. Tink's gonna ask about his brother.
You mean the general? And you see
Cal. Yeah.
you see Vico Fury immediately just puts two hands to her mouth as though she shouldn't have said that. And then very guiltily lowers said hands and goes, Calriel, and it sounds incredibly strange coming from her mouth. You can see that she is very awkward about calling him by his first name.
I think
He's
Tink catches that and he's like, I think just Cal's fine.
Cal is getting ready for the ball tomorrow.
A ball. Is there there isn't usually a start of your ball. I'm sure you've heard. I've been here for a while, like 10. It's been a while. Is there an occasion? I must have missed it, studying and stuff.
Oh no, honestly, it's absolutely fine. It was sent out in the letters before summer term, but indeed they've decided to make it a new institution.
Okay. Oh, that's
A wonderful little celebration.
of.
Start of year.
I guess. Okay. It doesn't. It makes sense, I guess.
Exactly. And
Oh, go.
no, go ahead.
Oh, when you guys joined the dorms, did anyone have to leave them?
Eve?
Yeah.
I'm afraid not as far as I'm aware.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess he's like thinking to himself. He's like, "Oh, technically, if Belial had been gone, he wouldn't have had to leave. He could have gotten reassigned to a different dorm. Be still very concerned." um. Yeah. You know, I was just wondering. You know, I'd say I make friends at school, but I think we all know that that's an obvious lie. So we'll just keep going. Have you met Balthazar?
Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, yeah.
That is clearly a lie. I won't even make you roll insight. And that is where we are going to go on a very small, swift break.
All right.
Those of you watching at home, we'll be back in 10-15 minutes. Please go get a snack, get some hydration, do a little stretch. We'll be back soon.
Okay, we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
I have no idea if this is working yet, but hello. We are back.
Wait,
we
like,
return.
we're here. I tell you when we're here.
You do, you do. I don't know why there was just that little flare of doubt for a second. I should never doubt you. I should know better by now.
I don't trick you. You act like I've tricked you on a regular basis.
You don't. You do not trick me, and definitely not on a regular basis. Welcome back to part 2. Yes.
I would like you guys to know that my husband just screamed "No!" in the background as loud as he could, and it feels like a vibe for whatever's about to happen. So
Yeah. He had
That
a
depends.
premonition.
Thank you, Sam, for the commentary.
Thanks, Sam,
That
for unsettling
that
me
depends
from
on how
across the
everybody
house.
does. We'll
Oh,
see how the
man.
constitution checks go, shall we?
Oh god. Just
We
please mix
left
your own
off.
drinks.
This is a
We left
PSA.
off from the PSA, by the way. Do not do as Hans does. Do not put bleach
Not
in
bleach,
alcohol and drink it. Please don't drink bleach.
No.
Hans is immune to poison damage. You all are not.
Also, just be careful in general. Don't. There's a lot of things you can make alcohol with that you shouldn't. So
Just don't take
Don't
drinks
let
with
anyone
straight
else make
people.
your drink unless it's a bartender. At which
That's
point you should
also-
accept the drink from the bartender and not let it go to anyone else.
also, if you're at a party and they offer in college and they offer you something called jungle juice, do not drink it.
If it's swamp water, do drink it.
Oh my god.
If
I
it's
feel-
homemade cider, don't drink it.
Oh god, don't drink homemade alcohol. It's not a good time.
Oh yeah. Unless they've been doing it for a while, not worth it.
Not in college. Don't drink it in college.
Oh yeah, not in college.
Bro, my old professor made gin and just like handed it out to us. It was a nightmare.
My friend made mead, and it was a bad time.
Oh my god. I've always wanted
You
to
see,
make mead. I want to know
my
what went
flatmate-
wrong.
He made
My
it in his
flatmate
closet.
Trevor-
That might have been
Oh,
the start of
maybe
the end.
as long as it's not closet mead, maybe I'll be okay.
I think as an
But
adult
we-
who has respect for the process, it might be better.
I will just give you a recipe for mead, like,
Okay.
and you can make it yourself. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is
Poor
very
Ned in the
off-topic.
background, just trying to tell us about his friend Trevor, like 5 times.
Oh,
My friend
Okay,
Trevor
Ned.
made really good wine, and we lived together for like 6 months, and it was the sort of, if I was able to stay in the UK, I was going to have to make a type of alcohol because there was a rule: whoever lived in the other apartment, whoever in the other bedroom, had to make something. He made very good wine and like had been experimenting with it. He was also like a PhD student, and our other friend Bob decided that he wanted to make alcohol as
I'm sorry.
as
You were in the UK and you knew
Yeah.
someone called Trevor and someone called Bob.
Trevor's from Texas. Trevor's not
I'm
British.
having
Trevor's
a
is
lot
Texan.
of feelings right now.
Why?
And
I don't know, but like I'm blown away.
All right.
Like your
Yeah.
your DM really passed the buck on the naming conventions that session.
Anyways,
We're very
Bob
off
made-
topic.
Yeah,
Bob made the
anyway, we're
poison.
playing D&D.
Yes. Now
We
let's
are.
get
We
back
didn't
to
expect
D&D.
that to. Yeah, we didn't expect that to turn into a drink responsibly PSA, but please drink responsibly. This has been a PSA.
Yeah.
We
Source
left
your
off the
alcohol
first half.
responsibly.
We left off the first half being introduced to this new time loop that the Hellions have fallen into, finding that things are not as they were before. Certain things have been messed around or exchanged, or aren't quite where they were left in the previous loops. What's happened? What's been going on? Well, Tink, Yuli, and Yenna may be about to find out, but Monty and Xanth have stayed behind to play Spin the Bottle, so who knows where that could go, quite honestly. Yenna, Yuli, Tink, you and Private Fury, who was Private Fury in the last loop, but who you currently only know as Fury, are heading across the grounds. The moment you step out into the night air, you notice something very different about the campus. It is incredibly well lit. This has not been the case in any other loop that you have existed in. But now there are just lights everywhere.
Tink kind of snorts and tries to like pass it off as something else. Like he's just like, this was definitely Balthazar. Like there's no doubt in his mind that he was like, this campus needs to be lit. Why is it so fucking dark at night?
Not
Students are
only
gonna
is it
die.
lit, it's signposted.
Oh my god. Bless this man.
Thought this was proof that Cal knew.
I mean, either or.
Because,
but-
like, imagining Cal doing the loop for the first time and being like, all right, well, shit's gotta change around here. Just fucking changing everything is very funny to me.
Very fair.
School will be safe to walk around at night.
Yeah.
So you make your way to the artificing rooms, which aren't very far from the dormitories, just a very quick walk. And you find yourself heading up 3 flights of stairs towards a very familiar corridor. And while things have definitely changed, this hasn't. This is comfortingly very much the same. It is lined on either side with empty classrooms and empty lab rooms, and at the very end of the hallway is Balthazar's office.
Tink's gonna look at the doorknob and then knock at the door and be like, is it safe to come in?
You hear from inside a little, it's open.
Oh, thank God. Okay, and he'll open the door. 'Cause this door has been trapped every other time we have come to this door.
Oh.
I was literally about to say, like, there has not been a loop where you haven't triggered a trap on this door yet.
Yep.
This is the first time you have knocked before entering.
Was this all just to teach us to knock first?
You fucking betcha. You step foot into Balthazar's office, which is lit by a comforting glow by a multitude of objects. It's an artificer's dream. There are gadgets everywhere, gleaming gold on different surfaces, and a massive array of books. Like, this room looks more like a library than it does an office. And you see, sitting in said office, hidden among piles of books and papers and what appear to be several maquettes of inventions, is Balthazar on one side of the desk. A man who has been professor, pain in the ass, and something of a friend to at least a couple of you during the loops.
I think Tink will run over and give him a hug.
This proceeds to make the man awkward. It takes a moment, but you end up with like a little pat on your shoulder, and just I don't know why, but I really wasn't expecting you all to reset just yet.
Why not? I mean, it looks like it's exactly the same time. It's exactly the same time.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I still thought that maybe it wasn't real.
I mean, you thought it was real enough to keep the sending stone, so.
What can I say? I'm a fool about hope. And you see that the sending stone that you had made, Tink, has now been woven into a bracelet that sits on his wrist.
Oh, stop.
There is, however, the sound of another door opening, a sigh, and so he gets a hug, but your brother gets nothing?
Tink, like, kind of bristles and, like, turns around. I didn't think you would be here. Like I knew you were here at the school. I didn't think you'd be here in the room.
Indeed. Well, the school is rather in need of somebody to teach strategy of a sort, or at least I have created the position for there to be such an opening. Calriel Goldpetal is quite an austere man at the best of times, and is still very much dressed in the pristine uniform of the Carnocht military. He is also Tink's brother, for the bonus of those watching. And as he walks in, it's with a multitude of maps and notes that he starts arranging against several of the bookshelves while patting Tink's head quite condescendingly.
Tink also bristles at that.
Yuli tries to like kind of make eye contact with Balthazar and sort of like nods her head toward Cal. Trails off.
Balthazar clears his throat and is just like, the general is aware of our current situation.
Okay, that makes things a lot easier.
Wait, really?
I thought it was prudent to clue him in.
I think at that Tink will give him a hug.
Aww.
I think this is probably the first time in his life
Oh.
in this loop that he would have hugged his brother. Because I think the last time... No, even when he was, like, crying, I think Cal just kind of sat there and, like, put a hand on his head, so...
Yep, And for anybody watching this exchange, Cariel immediately looks both horrified, startled, and incredibly touched before hugging Tink back.
Oh my god. We used to hate this fucking guy.
Yeah, I know.
Cariel kind of pats the top of your head, Tink, and it's just like, really, it doesn't bode quite this sort of a reaction. You
No,
need help, and therefore I'm here to assist.
no, we need help. That I understand. This is absolutely the most insane thing for anyone to believe in any situation ever, and I thank you.
Yes, well, when a pirate that I'm trying to take into custody tells me that he's been in a time loop for how many loops? 40, give or take, Balthazar answers. Cariel just kind of shrugs and is like, when being met with a list of unmitigated events that come to pass, one really does rather have to believe that it's real.
Yeah, that that makes sense.
Therefore, we've been planning.
It's still like very taken aback by all this. He's just like nodding, like, okay, yeah, this is a real thing.
I'm sure that you've noticed the basic safety features about the school, the lights, the directions, the waypoints. We do also have an alarm installed in each of the students' rooms and across the hallways, part of which is a magical lockdown. But I do believe the biggest flash of brilliance that we've had so far has been due to, and Cariel makes a very disdainful hand motion towards Balthazar, who holds up a very simple rock that appears as though it's made of quartz.
What's that?
This is something that I've been working on for the past 400 years.
Also, is Fury still with us?
Fury is still with you and has taken up a guard at the door.
Okay, so outside the door?
No, inside the
Inside
door,
the
but is
door?
standing
Okay.
to attention.
Okay. And she's just sitting here like, all these fuckers are insane, but I guess this is where I have to be.
She also knows, dude.
No, but does she believe it? Or does she just have to follow orders?
You'll have to ask Fury.
I won't. Not right now.
Balthazar kind of stands up and he's holding up the stone. It's slightly different in size to the stones that you are used to. It's slightly smaller. I believe that this will allow us to let people follow us through the loops. I've only been able to make 2. I've given Cariel one.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Basically, one of them.
Theoretically, I'm giving this to you all to use wisely. And holds it out to Yenna.
God.
Yenna looks at it and she's like, oh no. A lot of responsibility. Just looks at him and just
I've used my own stone as the tether, so I can't exactly guarantee when their loops will reset. But this should allow us to bring someone with us.
Well, like, you don't know when it'll reset. Like, how?
I'm not 100% sure if someone will know from birth, whether or not it will be tied to my own loop, or whether it will be for the year. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to test it.
Okay.
But theoretically, it emits the same frequency as my own stone. And, It's been recording, as has Cariel's.
Okay.
Recording?
As far as I can figure from the research that I've been doing, and you get the impression there are so many more books in this office than the last time you guys were here in the other loop. You get the impression that Balthazar has been doing nothing but researching to try and make things easier for you guys this time around.
Oh.
Hmm.
According to my research, the stones themselves record the happenings around them, creating distilled memories that then transfer to the new holder of the stone in the next timeline.
Tink just nods.
Do do we know why sometimes you were saying there were some loops where you never remembered anything and certain loops where you remembered immediately. We all remembered way more this time, didn't we? So is there a reason for that? Is there a way to guarantee that we remember?
If you've remembered this time, I would think that you are probably an exception to that rule. I've been doing some study into my own loop, and I tend to suffer a head injury very quickly after. I think sometimes, depending on the recovery, depends on how much I recover.
Right. Okay. And no, the memories make sense. That's how I got my memories back the first time. When I he's just gonna like look at Calriel for a sec. And then just keep going like, when I died.
When you what?
It's
Cariel, incredibly high-pitched, is immediately about an inch from your nose.
I got
Tink.
better. I got better. I'm better now.
You got better, and he's pulling at your wrist, and he is twirling you round, and he is examining to make sure that his brother is in one piece.
It was months or
You-
loops or I mean, it really depends on how you think about time.
Precisely what mess have your time loops been? And looks back at Balthazar, who is attempting to hide behind a stack of books.
At
Oh
this
my
point.
god.
Did you? I mean, I guess you know about like the doppelgangers and stuff, and it was like I was one of them, and I'm not now though. So I don't think we haven't really tested that part. He like looks at Balthazar again. He's like, we haven't tested that. Like I don't know. I don't think I'm a doppelganger.
Balthazar at this point is just slowly sinking below the desk and is no longer visible over the eye line of the books.
So like all this time you've been working together, and you never thought to mention that like no, I've very much died.
I rather thought it wouldn't be conducive to a working relationship. Cariel's like, no fucking... You're alright, though. You are fine as is currently in this moment.
Yeah, and if I'm still me, which I think again, pretty sure that is correct. I am probably better than before.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to test that rather immediately. We have plans to deal with the doppelganger menace as soon as possible.
Well, that's
Right. Okay, that's good. No, that's good. What?
I have agents following suspected doppelgangers through the city as we speak, and I'm sure that, since you've already met Fury, that you are aware that I have instilled agents within your own dormitory for safekeeping, and should you need the aid.
yeah. We met one of them. I'm pretty sure he's gonna fuck us up.
Yeah, one of them was feeding kids bleach, which doesn't seem that seems like the opposite of keeping people
Yeah, why is he
safe.
the
Maybe.
prefect?
You see, Cariel just kind of leans to the side around Tink to look at Fury and is like, Private, did I not tell you to keep Hans on a leash? In which Fury is just like, well, it's never quite that easy, sir. And she like stands to attention and salutes. Cariel just sighs. Unfortunately, Hans has Rather the habit of finding dangerous situations. I shall have a word with him post haste.
I think maybe just like getting him a good hot sauce or something might do the trick. Probably.
Indeed. Well, he is rather our poison specialist, so not
A
all
lot
of
of
this
sense.
surprises me.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Balthazar kind of holds up a hand with a finger raised and is like, there is one more thing that I should show you that I've made for you. Don't take advantage of it.
Okay.
What is it?
He digs in his desk for a second and pulls out 5 keys. Then immediately seems to notice that Xanth and Monty aren't here and is like, I thought it was quiet.
Tink just like looks at him like really excited. like he's ready for key.
Yenna, this one's yours. Yulie, this one is yours. Tink, this one is yours. Please give Monty the black one and Xanth the blue one. Yes, Balthazar has treated you all like Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Adorable. Adorable and I love it.
Because we are.
Are.
Yeah.
Our real mission is figuring out how to Voltron our asses out of here. All right.
Yeah. I want my history.
Say our real mission is friendship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go up to any wall, touch the key to it, and it will create an entryway.
And not in the way that will make things terrible and unstable and break again.
Those keys only go to one place, a personal pocket dimension for each of you to keep anything that you wish to follow you through timelines. So long as you have that key, you will have access.
Oh.
Yulie's eyes are huge.
Yeah, Tink too. He's just like looking at him like, really?
Is there a blank wall in this room?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, goes up to the nearest wall.
Yeah, literally, we all just run to the wall.
There is no blank wall in this room. It's all books, guys. Every inch of it is books.
This bastard.
But it
books.
does work against the books.
Okay. Speaking of books, you said there's a lot more than before. How many of them are like chronergy type things?
A lot. Just
Yenna
by
is-
seeing, just by looking, you can see that there is an awful lot that are chronoturgy.
Yeah. Looks at Balthazar and is just like, I'm taking these, and just starts collecting all the chronergy books. It's like, I need to refocus. I have a new thesis. Collecting books.
If I may, I rather need those too. You know what, it's fine. You can borrow it. I'm sure I've got notes. And you see him look rather panicked at the vast amount of notes that are just scattered around the room.
2 days. Give me 2 days to read.
2 days.
Yeah.
Any longer and I'll charge a late fee.
She just makes a face at him like, whatever. Like, I have money.
Things are only illegal if you can't afford the fine.
Yeah.
Which of you put the keys to a wall?
Oh, if there was a wall where it worked, yeah, Yulie definitely would.
It works against the books. At the moment that you touch the key to like a wall of books, you notice that a glowing line creates a door shape. And it swings open.
Squeals. Yeah.
Inside is an
inside?
office. Yep. It's an office. An office space, I should say. One that is comfortable and cozy with plenty of room for books and storage and whatever your heart's content. There are even a few devices that are particularly good for snooping.
Oh?
Indeed. They are neatly labeled and laid out on tables for you, including a device that looks as though it is made to listen through walls.
Could have used that earlier. Okay.
And another device that looks as though it is made to record sound, and another that it looks as though it's made to record images.
Ah, cool. Okay.
Anything else that your heart desires for this little office room immediately is there for you.
I
The
think
dimension molds to your expectations of what would be your perfect space.
amazing. I think Yuli like picks up those items and is thinking to herself like, oh, I wish I just had like a comfy chair I could curl up in, and one is just suddenly there.
Amazing.
If anybody else would like to visit their rooms, they can.
Yenna has more books than she is tall and is going to just like blindly stab at a wall.
Without saying anything, Balthazar has also stacked several of the chronoturgy books and is just trying to make sure that Yenna isn't carrying so many that she's going to topple over.
Amazing.
Yenna, would you like to describe your perfect space?
It's definitely one of those rooms that has like the Asian scroll cases where it's like the cross design,
Mhm.
and then like an actual bookshelf, and then probably has like a kotatsu to sit at, as like rather than
Cozy.
having a desk, it's just like the low table, the comforter, some kind of heating element, whatever that would be in magic terms. Um, and then like paper lanterns from the ceiling.
All of that immediately conforms to your expectations of the space. As little motes of dust dance in sunlight because it's always daytime. Unless you
Hell
wish it to be nighttime, it will always be daytime in these spaces.
yeah. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, she just starts putting the books on the table.
Yenna, you notice that there are also several devices in your room.
Hmm.
Most of them appear to be meters for measuring certain forces: mass, density, speed, time.
Very cool.
I am very tempted to say there is also an endless supply of shoes.
Gorgeous shoes.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
But only if you want an endless supply of shoes.
I mean, you want there to be just
It is her world after all.
lots of little extra things, extra species.
So you and Balthazar put the books onto the bookshelves or whatever you would like them to be.
Hmm.
Tink, would you like to have a peek at your space?
I think he will. I don't think he has it in him to not peek, but I don't think he's going to like step into it in this moment. But yeah, he's definitely. You can't put a door in front of this boy and expect him not to open it. He's gonna open it.
Would you like to describe the room that you find?
I honestly don't think it's much different than like the artificing classrooms, but like more cozy, more it, with everything you need, not like, oh, I gotta like run down the hall and grab this thing. Like it's just like a very well supplied workshop. Um that yeah, just like has the space for the things that he needs to do his work. And it's just like a nice quiet, but like quiet in the way that there are always little devices ticking and stuff in the background. Yeah.
Tink, you would also notice that there appears to be a set of artificing tools specifically designed for examining the stones.
Oh, amazing.
Mm.
Very nice.
Good. He will remember this.
Tink will remember.
Tink will remember this.
Balthazar kind of dusts his hands off as he heads back into his own office and is like, I hope they all meet your approval. Like I said, it wasn't much, but they're a pocket dimension. Time doesn't really pass.
They're amazing. They're great.
Yeah,
This is so neat.
Yeah, Yenna will run over and
I'm
give
glad
him
you
a
like
hug.
the. Oh, okay. All right. That's Balthazar
This is
just
the
kind of.
nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
That is quite frankly a shame.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, it's not every day that someone makes you and all your friends, you know, a little pocket dimension.
It's not that difficult once you know dimensional physics.
Yeah, okay. Show off then, I guess.
He goes to like give Yenna a pat on the head, then realizes that like her hair is so intricately braided and he doesn't want to ruin it, and just like gives her a little pat on the shoulder.
Mm.
Just let me know if you need anything else. I can see what I can do. I can tell you now I can't make any more of the extra stones. I think I would only be able to manage 2 each loop.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I did want to ask though.
Yes.
He kind of like gives him a look like, are you gonna make me say it? Like,
Right, if you're looking for Belial.
Yeah.
He's got an apartment in town.
there's just like like collapse on the floor relief. Like, yeah, why isn't he back? Why does he know? What's changed? Why is he changed?
This is a lot of questions. Ones that you are probably better off asking him.
Okay. What's the? Is it weird if I show up there? What's the address? Would I know the address?
I have absolutely no idea, but he'll be at the ball tomorrow night. You see him also scrawling down the address on a piece of paper before handing it out to you.
Right. Okay. He like takes it and it looks like it is taking everything in his in his willpower to not just like bolt off immediately.
We should probably wait until I can talk to you all to discuss the rest.
Right. I don't know if it would be a great idea to do that tonight. He like looks at the others.
Okay. I don't want to say don't go find your guy, but maybe we need to get our footing first.
No, yeah. I mean he's safe.
You see Balthazar kind of settles in his chair and is just like, you could always try calling the hospital wing. Apparently, I've heard he makes house calls.
Tinkle just like kind of sit there and be like, honestly, we might be calling the hospital wing anyway because I can't cast Lesser Restoration that many times, and there is Hans is still making drinks for everyone. I'm pretty sure.
You see Cariel just kind of fretting in the corner with a hand over his face. And he's just, I am going to have to court-martial that man if he continues to poison civilians.
How did he get this job?
When you are a specialist in a particular field, especially one that can be so destructive, the military is rather unhappy to let you pass unless you are under thumb. And I make it a point to have the most talented people in every field beneath my command.
Or did you mean the prefect thing? Because the prefect thing was probably just...
The prefect thing I had absolutely no hand in. And Cariel just kind of lifts his hands up, and Fury winces and is like, we did rock, paper, scissors for it, and I lost.
You did rock, paper, scissors for it. You didn't think that like, Cal would have just been on your side for that one? I'm pretty sure he would have been on your side for that one.
Yeah, I definitely would trust you more with that job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Across-
just be like normal.
Across the school, in a little dorm room, in Atticus' house, Xanth and Monty sit, with a multitude of people who have apparently been invited by Hans, who, at this point, seems to know most of the school.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
There are people there you don't recognize. There are some faces that you do. To the point where it's very difficult to move in the room within about 10 minutes of the others having left.
We're all in a dorm
Hans
room?
is plying everybody with drink. Yes, in the dorm room. People have just
Oh.
been coming in.
Could have done this in the lobby.
It's in like the common room.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
even credits here. No
Yeah,
worries.
it's in the common room of Atticus' house. You see several underclassmen that you would recognize. Xanth. Monty, you see some people from the rogue track. Most notably, you both see a man enter who is incredibly familiar to you both for his stuttering and deferential nature. You met him in the original loop that you'd lived and knew him then as Horace, who appears to be in school robes.
He made it.
Did it.
He made it. He's
The
here.
baby boy's back.
Our baby boy.
and is chatting to a very unimpressed pink tiefling.
I
Our sweet baby
fully
girl's
are
back.
bringing these players or these NPCs back. I have a quick continuity question.
Indeed.
Do we have cheese with us?
Presently, as it stands, you do not.
Okay, just double checking.
I apologize, but there is no dog just yet.
No, it's I just wanted to know what the stakes were.
I know if you're gonna have to kiss the dog.
No, that's not what I meant.
You do notice that both Horace and Hex, because of course the pink tiefling is indeed Hex, though she
Mhm.
looks a little different to the last time you saw her, Xanth. In this loop, there's no short hair. In this loop, she has one hell of a fantastic flame-coloured mullet,
Oh.
and appears to have added numerous spikes and doodles to her school uniform. And they sit as part of the circle, along with several other students who've gathered around. You notice Jinx, Hex's older sister, also kind of settles in.
Uh-huh.
And Hans drops down into the circle and passes 2 drinks, one to you, Xanth, and one to you, Monty. I promise they are not spiked this time.
Uh,
Thanks.
Like, do they have cleaning supplies? Kind of looks inside the drink.
With my hand upon my heart, I tell you that they are not tampered with. Only alcohol.
And
It's good.
I'm going to examine the drink, and in doing so, detect poison. That's a cantrip.
Santa's going to down his again.
With detect poison, it is immediately going to ping that yes, there is poison in it because alcohol is inherently a poison.
Okay.
Santa's just gonna
It is a
like that.
very weak ping, though.
We're good. Bottoms up. Yeah,
Thanks, Monty's glass.
toast Xanth.
If you are both going to drink, I will need you both to make a constitution save.
Fucking.
Where's
Okay.
my dice? There's my dice.
You have to get above 10 or you are very drunk.
I got
Oh
a 3.
my god. This is a con save.
Yes.
I got another nat 20. I got a 22.
Well, damn. Monty, you are absolutely fine. You knock the drink back as though it's the easiest thing you have ever encountered. What did you get, Xanth?
30.
The first drink is absolutely fine for both of you. Not a worry to be had. However, the worry does start once the bottle starts spinning.
Oh, shit. Xanthus could kind of whisper to him, is it too late? Go. He starts like scooting back a little bit.
At which point Hans grabs Xanth and is like, leaving just as we are starting the fun?
Come
But it'll be fun.
I mean, I am not one to try and convince you to stay if you really do not want to, but making out in the closet is fun.
I wish you wouldn't put it like that, but it's fine.
There is a slow whistle as the bottle starts to spin. And that is the point that we are going to leave it for the night. Thank you all at home so much for listening. This has been a great start to season 2. It's been lovely to see all of your faces in chat, as always. We are very happy to have had you here.
And
Yay!
we shall return next week.
Thanks for calling, guys.
If you like what you have seen tonight, please, please, please consider giving us a follow or a subscribe. We also have our Discord and our Patreon, to whom our thanks goes out to all of our supporters. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do absolutely anything. We would be completely hopeless, and you guys would just be staring at a blank screen that just says Hellions maybe one day.
Wow.
I know that was the darkest timeline of Hellions. We missed that loop. It's fine. But if you if you would like to check out more Going Crit stuff, you should definitely check out our like sibling shows. We have Sleepless, which Sleepless Nights, which is a City of Mist game that takes place on Tuesdays, that I believe is coming back soon.
Yeah, we are having a little tiny break as we are having some scheduling issues. So, right now I don't know if we'll be playing tomorrow. But we are going to work on getting some episodes at least pre-recorded so that the days that we're not able to play, we'll be able to put those up. So we'll have a more regular like airing schedule.
Awesome and fantastic.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what the end of the season looks like.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
the plot is shaping up real good, and I want to see how it
Yeah.
ends.
There's
Um,
so much going on.
and then on Thursdays at 8 p.m. ET, we have Reckoning and Dawn Shadow, which is a D&D 5e game DM'd by our own Fabian. And it is a post-colonial Asian-inspired setting, which I believe the little Streamlabs chat thing has given us little overviews.
It has.
Thank you
yes.
very much, Nick.
You're welcome. I'm trying to type so many things.
Look, all I am saying is that it is good and that Bayani is great.
Yeah.
Little Prince.
Little Prince.
I will never
You should
not be
definitely
dying.
check it out. It's such a good game.
It is
But
great.
we will be back next Monday because we stream the same time and the same channel every Monday. My brain has evidently checked out for the night already. So good night, and we love you all. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank
See
you
you next
so much
time.
for watching, everybody.
Keep rolling.
Oh my god.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Bye,
and
everybody.
Everybody's
Oh my
rolling.
goodness.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.